This is Kent again. Have you noticed when there's disasters, man-made or Mother Nature, that there's usually three kinds of people as to how they react during one of these crises. One is we see it on the news and say, God, that's bad, that's horrible. I sure hope they can get everything back to normal and everybody's okay. And then there's the people that rush into the area that's been hit and do everything they can to help the people recover from the disaster and donate their time, their money, and do everything they can to support their neighbors, their friends, or just fellow citizens. And then there's another group, the third group, that, thank God it's a smaller group, but they go in, rush into the affected area, meet with the victims and say, hey, let me help you here. I can make sure you get all the FEMA money you need. Just sign these papers and I'll work on getting you the money. And then come to find out those papers are actually saying they get the money, not the victim. And this third group is just stealing from people that have already been totally hit. Now, I'm not that third group, and thank God most of us aren't. I will say I'm more often than not, I'm the group that watches and says, God, that's horrible, and I wish them the best, and I move on in my life. But there are times when I say, I've got to help. I can't just sit back and let this tragedy go on. And so let me go back again as I did the last time and say, we are Americans. If you are a citizen of the United States, you are an American, and you are what our country does. In a democracy, it's the people, we the people, by the people, for the people. It's us. And so which one are we with Ukraine? From my point of view, we are now the third group, the one that goes in and steals. Initially, we went into Ukraine and they knew they had our support, and we supported them, not with manpower, but with equipment that they vitally needed, and we were there supporting. And now we come back after 3 years of supporting and tell them, we now want 50% of all your natural resources. And that, which even exceeds what we've paid out already, the $180, $170 billion. To me, that puts us right in that third group of stealing. Think about the Ukrainians. Their cities having been destroyed, many of their homes, people's lives totally turned upside down, living without power for days on end, and it goes on and on and on. And now we're coming to them and saying, yes, we've done this, but we want 50% of all your natural resources. And if you don't, hey, we're gone. We're walking away. That is the third group. And that's you, and that's me, and that's my family. That's all Americans. That is wrong. That's not me. I don't want to be a part of that. And I am going to do everything in my power to make sure our country is great, that we do the right thing, that we help our neighbors. With NATO, we signed contracts. We said and committed, this is what we are going to do. And now we're saying we're going to back out of that as well. Well, Let me ask you, if you think you've done enough, does your senator or your congressman know how you feel about Ukraine and what we're doing there? I know if you ask my congressman right today or my senator, do you know how Kent Carlson feels about this? They'd say, never heard of. Nope, have no idea. And quite frankly, I don't know what my senator has done or my congressman. But I'm telling you, they are going to know who I am and how I feel very quickly. And I hope that your congressmen and your senators, when asked, do you know how Miss So-and-so or Mr. So-and-so or how they feel about it, and know you by name, yes, I know, God do I know, then you know you've done your share. And then you know, if they know your name and roll their eyes when they say it, by God, you've done a good job. You are a good citizen, you're a good neighbor, a good friend, and someone that we can be proud of. Guys, we're better than this. We are. Let's stand up and make sure we're doing everything we can. I appreciate your time and hope to see you out there fighting this battle. Thanks.